Part 5. Liz woke up groaning like someone who had fought a battle. Birds, evil, demonic birds, she muttered, dragging a hand down her face. Catching those things yesterday had been hell. Actually, no, she didn't catch a single one. She just ran around screaming while the birds mocked her from branches. Cruel woman, she hissed, thinking of the empress who suddenly appeared yesterday out of nowhere and told her to stop. She thinks of resigning. Then she pictured her brother and her sick father and the debt. She sighed, dragged herself out of bed. Let's see what await me today, she said as she forced herself to get ready for work. When she arrived at the empress's chambers, she froze. The empress wasn't dressed. This never happened. The empress was always fully prepared before Liz got there. Liz bowed. Good morning, Your Majesty, the empress. You're late as always. Liz, it's not my fault you wake up early, she thought. I apologize, The empress cuts her off. Shut it, help me get ready. Liz, internal screaming. Help her what now? She slowly glanced at the other maids. The maids glanced back with a look. Good luck, girl. Liz froze. Why didn't Her Majesty tell her own maids to do it? Why me? Why me specifically? The empress suddenly looked at her. Liz instantly smiled like her life depended on it. She moved toward the rack filled with hundreds of dresses all dark colors. Everyone's eyes were on her. This is a trap. She knows. Maybe she wants Liz to scream, faint, or run away. Well, Liz was determined not to give up yet. She lipped through the rows and finally picked a dark red dress. Because the empress wore red all the time, surely she liked it, right? No, the empress shouted. Very wrong. The empress snapped. Are you blind? Do you think this is appropriate for today? Liz flinched. Forgive me, Your Majesty. She tried again. Red and yellow, rejected. She tried a third time. Rejected with insults. Fourth, rejected loudly with more insults. Liz clenched her teeth as the empress finally ordered another maid. Bring me my cornflower blue dress. I can't trust this girl with anything, Liz snorted under her breath. Blue is blue. Why is she acting like it's a different color? The empress slowly turned. Did you say something? Liz shook her head so fast her hair nearly flew off. No, Your Majesty. Make me tea. Something simple. I'm sure this won't be difficult for you. Liz obeyed quickly. She made the tea carefully through the help of a maid nearby. She showed Liz the empress' favorite tea and how to prepare it cautiously. But the empress took one sip, then threw the tea on her face. You can't even make tea properly, the empress said coldly. You have no basic skills. Honestly, what can you do? Liz inhaled sharply. Then she insults her under her breath. Wicked woman. The room went silent. The empress' head slowly turned. What was that? Liz smiled like she hadn't just insulted royalty. Nothing, Your Majesty. The empress waved a hand at a maid. Take her to the head maid. Give her a maid uniform. She will start as a normal maid from today. You can't be my personal attendant if you don't know basic things. Liz's heart dropped to her stomach. Your Majesty, does that mean my wage will be reduced? She blurted out without knowing. The maids tries to contain their laughter. Then the empress turned sharply to her. Liz froze. Why yes, Your Majesty? Get out. Liz bowed, still smiling. Yes, Your Majesty. Few minutes later, Liz had officially lost her rank. Earlier, she was the empress' personal attendant. Now, she was in a plain black and white maid uniform, always beside the empress like a haunted doll. Honestly, she didn't even complain. At least she wasn't chasing birds, dodging claws, or rewriting endless pages. But there was one problem. She was doing everything, alone. No maid were allowed to do anything except Liz. They just stood far away. Liz carried the empress's dessert tray. Liz held her dress so it wouldn't touch the floor. Liz held the parasol. Liz poured the tea, fetched the napkin, arranged the cushion, fanned her when she said it was hot. Liz barely had time to breathe. And every time she did breathe, you're breathing too loud. Stand properly. Can't you do anything properly? Liz wanted to scream. Dinner time disaster. By dinner, Liz was exhausted, her back ached. Her arms felt like noodles. The royal meal arrived. The empress lifted her spoon, took one tiny bite, then turned her head sharply toward Liz. Bring in the royal chef now. Liz bowed. A guard went out and soon returned with the poor chef. who arrived sweating buckets. The empress asked calmly, too calmly, "What was the menu today?" The man stuttered, "Roast lamb with carrot glaze, your majesty." The empress placed down her fork, expression turning icy. "Then explain to me why the butter is not the imported one from the kingdom of Luorang. Explain why the carrots are too big. Explain why the lamb not seasoned well. Weren't you told how I like my food, maid? You roasted the lamb at more than 450 degrees. Liz, in her mind, how does she know that? What is wrong with this woman? The chef bowed deeply. "Your majesty, the imported butter was delayed. Excuses. And the carrots, too big." "Are you trying to choke me?" Liz bit her tongue. "This is not going to be good. And the lamb." "Enough." The empress stood up. The chef's face paled. She said coldly, "Go to the butler. Take your wage for this month and leave." The chef dropped to his knees immediately. "Your majesty, my children, please. I need this job, please." Liz's heart jumped. She stared at the empress in shock. This girl is actually terrifying. The empress didn't even blink. "Take him away." The guards dragged the poor chef out as he pleaded, his voice fading down the hallway. Liz gasped softly, hand over her mouth. "She's strict, heartless, arrogant, truly a villainess." The empress turned toward Liz, expression unreadable. "Why are you standing there like a stunned chicken? Do you want to leave with him?" Liz smiled and immediately followed behind like a scared duck. An hour later, by the time Liz returned to the maid quarters, she felt like she had aged 10 years in one day. Because she had been demoted, her previous small private room was gone. Now she was forced to share a cramped space with 2 girls' maids assigned to the queen, but only for cleaning duties, not direct service. Meaning, they rarely saw the empress. Lucky them. Liz dragged her tiny cloth bag in and waved weakly. "Hello." One girl, a soft-looking brunette, immediately smiled warmly. "Oh, you must be the new one." "I'm Dana." The other, a cheerful blonde, waved vigorously. "And I'm Mina. Welcome to our humble dungeon." Liz let out a tired laugh and dropped her bag on her bed. "It's nice to meet you," she said. Dana and Mina exchanged a knowing look. Then, like 2 small girls, they bounced on Liz's bed, beaming. "So tell us, how did you survive a week serving her?" Liz froze at this approach. Since she started working in the palace, nobody had really spoken to her. People ignored her for no reason. The gardener and the maids ignored her at her previous residence. She smiled and slowly sat between them. "Barely surviving. I don't know how I'm still breathing." "Mina, must be hard. You're the first attendant to last for 5 days." "Dana, yet the last girl ran away on the first day because she didn't follow the 3 rules." "Liz, 3 rules? What 3 rules?" They froze. "You don't know?" Liz shakes her head confused. No one told her about any rules, and she certainly wasn't following any rules. Then they said, "Rule number 1, don't breathe too loudly near Her Majesty. Rule number 2, if she stares at you, look down. Don't smile in front of her. Rule number 3, never ever talk back. Don't even talk to her without her telling you speak." Liz blinks. She certainly hasn't been following these rules. "Liz, maybe that's why I've been suffering." They both try to comfort her. "It's all right, as long as you're still alive. If you need anything, don't forget to let us know." Liz smiles, "Thank you." And for the first time, she never felt alone. They chatted a bit more, mostly the girls gossiping. Soon, they blew out the lamps and fell asleep. And Liz lay awake for a moment, thinking, 7 months. Then I'll be out of here. 7 months only. I can do this. The next morning, Liz was early, but the palace was buzzing like a disturbed beehive. Maid corridors were full of whispers. "His Grace, the Empress uncle came suddenly, did you hear? Do you think the Empress is scared of him? Today is not going to be good." Liz blinked in confusion. "His Grace? Who?" "The Empress uncle." Then it hit her. The Empress uncle. In the book, he was barely mentioned. After the Empress' parents passed away, he was the one who took care of her. And he was a powerful figure supporting the villainess behind the scenes. Dark, influential, dangerous. She tightened her grip. "I guess he's not a bad person, right?" When she reached the Empress's chamber, she found a cluster of maids gathered outside, pale as ghosts. Nobody was going in. She steps forward, She overhears them saying that no one is allowed to interrupt the Empress and her uncle when they're speaking or spending time together. Then a maid stepped out of the chamber holding an empty tea tray, and everyone swarmed her instantly. What's happening? What's going on inside? The maid whispered nervously. Nothing much, something. About the Queen's marriage. Marriage? Liz almost choked. Marriage? In the novel, the Empress never got married. And she's only 18. Why would her uncle be discussing such a thing? Her thoughts were so loud she didn't notice the chamber doors opening. Greeting, Your Grace. Everyone bowed. Liz bowed late, nearly tripping over her own feet. Boots stopped right in front of her. She slowly looked up. The Queen's uncle. He was in his mid-40s, tall, sharp-featured, with cold red eyes and brown hair turning grey at the temples. The late Emperor's younger brother, he looks powerful like a vampire lord. She looked away, but then he turned and stared at Liz for a second, as if trying to place where he'd seen her. You must be new, he said. Yes, sir, Liz replied politely. What is your name? Elizabeth Ravenshire, sir. He stepped closer, eyes narrowing. How long have you been working here? Liz had the sudden sensation of being inspected like livestock. This man's presence is so terrifying. She thought then, 5 days, she said. 5 days, you said? He asked. Yes, Your Grace. Then he smiled, a wicked, knowing smile that made her body run cold. Well, he murmured, it seems my niece has found a new toy. Liz forced a small smile. Inside she was screaming, scared, terrified. He looks like a demon lord, with those his red eyes. He leaned closer. See you soon, Elizabeth. He walked away, laughter echoing down the corridor. Liz stood frozen, shivering. He looks like a villain. So creepy. Does everyone in the Empress family have mental problem? She thought. Just then, the butler came running. Miss Elizabeth, where is Her Majesty? Is she okay? Liz blinked. I haven't entered the room yet. The butler exhaled heavily in relief. Good today. Her Majesty will not require your service. Liz was confused. Why? Did something happen? The butler hesitated. Liz crossed her arms, determined. You need to tell me thing. If I'm going to keep working here, I should know. He sighed. Her Majesty tends to be in a mood. After His Grace visits, Liz opened her mouth, but then, crash, thud, bang. Something inside the chamber shattered violently. Liz jumped. The butler didn't even blink. Ah, yes, like that, he said gently. Do not worry. Her Majesty will be perfectly fine after she. Vents? Did something happen? Nope, she'll be fine. Now go on, Elizabeth, he said. Take the day off. Rest while you still can. Liz, really? A day off? The bolter nodded, moving to the door as another loud crash echoed. Liz turned quickly, fearing the butler might change his mind. As she sang, a day off. Minutes later, the carriage jerked to a stop and Liz stepped out, stretching her stiff arms. Finally, a day off. It had been 6 or 7 days since she entered the palace, and she hadn't seen her father or brother at all. She missed them horribly. As she walked down the familiar street, she couldn't help thinking, why was the Empress that angry? Because of marriage. But the maids and the butler said she always gets like that when her uncle visits. Well, she's the villainess. Maybe breaking furniture is her hobby. She stretched her hand. At least I have peace today. Wham! Someone rammed into her so hard she nearly fell backward. Hey, watch where you... But before she could finish, an old woman's voice echoed through the street. Thief! Thief! He stole my bag. Liz blinked. The man who knocked her aside was sprinting away with a small leather pouch. Her eyes widened. Oh, I just wanted one normal hour. She took off after him, but running after the Empress all week had already drained her stamina. She was nowhere near as fast as during her training with her dad and brother. Come back here, you rat. She spotted a pile of log leaning against a wall, grabbed it mid-run, and, bonk, she smacked the thief square on the back of the head. He tumbled forward, dizzy. Liz sprinted toward him to grab the bag before he stands, but before her hand even reached it, a blur of movement shot past her, pinning the man down. The figure in a dark cloak swooped down, grabbed the thief. She didn't see his face, but when he stand, the man's cloak fell, revealing a man with fine features. Black hair, sharp jawline, and golden eyes. Wait, golden eyes? Liz froze. Wait, the male lead? But his hair is black, different. The male lead has red hair and gold eyes. Can't be him, she thought. Then cloaked man returned the old woman's bag with a charming smile. Here you go, madam. Oh, thank you, young man. You're an angel. Just then, she realized what was going on. She had been the one to hit the thief. She was the one who caught him first. But he casually accepted the praise like a hero. Shameless. Absolutely shameless. She snorted. Then he turned to her and winked. A full, confident, 100% illegal wink. Nice shot. Liz froze. Did he just wink at me? Oh, my. Gosh, shameless. How can he call himself a man? I don't have time for this. Then she immediately turned away, trying to ignore his handsome face. Control yourself, Elizabeth. The knight chuckled softly, clearly amused as he called after. Wait, I didn't get your name. Princess, he teased. Liz refused to look at him, walking faster. Nope. Not giving him the satisfaction. Just then, Captain. A man sprinted toward him, panting. Captain, are you all right? Did you catch him? He sighed dramatically. Caught him with a little help. He jerked his chin subtly in Liz's direction. The man turned. What help? Where? Gone, he said. But we'll meet again soon. The knight turned to him confused. What are you talking about? He pat his shoulders. You'll never understand. The knight smacked his hands. I think the wig is making you say things. Then, he rubbed his eyebrows, wiping the black paint, revealing his red brows. Then he removed something from his head. A small black wig. Underneath it, bright red hair spilled out. I kind of like it. The captain of the Imperial 3rd Night Division. Then he grinned as he answered his subordinates. Gaze on the thief. Get him. Let's go. Subordinate. Yes, captain. Then he turned towards Liz's direction. See you soon, princess. Don't forget to subscribe and turn on your notifications to know when I upload the next chapter.